as single moms, we always have 5 billion things to do. And I don't know about y'all, but I waste a lot of time feeling completely overwhelmed, especially now in my life because things are absolutely insane. So I wanted to share with you my top 3 ways that I manage overwhelm in the hopes that they might help you too. Number 1, do a massive brain dump. Pull out a notebook and just begin to write. Write down everything on your mind, everything that needs to get done. You can do this in a variety of ways. You can just brain dump everything on your mind and go from there, which I do sometimes. You can think about one specific task that you have to do and you can brain dump about it. Like, for example, I need to come up with ideas for the vlog for the next couple of weeks. So I'm gonna brain dump everything in my mind about my vlog, and then I'm gonna go from there. Or you can think about in a week, what are all of the things that I need to get done this week, and just brain dump all of it. The power of getting this out on paper is that they're no longer swimming around in your brain. And 9 times out of 10, the shadow is a whole lot bigger than the monster making it, right? We've all seen those cartoons where the child sees this giant shadow, when they look over, it's just a little caterpillar. But because the shadow was so big, they were terrified of a little bitty caterpillar. Well, we like to make giant monsters out of little bitty caterpillars with all the things in our mind. So that's why it is so incredibly important to get these thoughts down on paper and out of your head. Once you can see them all out on paper, you can then begin to actually make a plan. When you see it all out in front of you, you can figure out, okay, what's a priority, what needs to get done by this day, what needs to get done by this day, so on and so forth. And heck, while you're doing this process, you may even realize that there's a couple of things that you forgot, or there's things that you're stressing about that don't need to get done until 3 months from now. This gives you the freedom to see it all, lay it out, and figure out step by step. Number 2, accept that not everything is going to get done, or not everything is going to get done perfectly. You are human. I've talked about this a lot on the channel, but it's really important because I have to remind myself of this all the freaking time. Right now, I just started this new job and I'm planning to go on a road trip where I'm going to be in Washington State for a whole month. And there's a lot on my mind. And what I'm realizing is that there's so much that needs to get done. Some of it may not get done. And so after I've done my brain dump and my plan, I set it by priority. I go, okay, I would like this done by this date, but this isn't important. But, oh, I need this done by this date because this has to get done before I go. Figuring out what those super important things are really helps to clear out all of the gunk in my mind and realize that not everything has to get done. Not everything is going to get done. And it feels like everything is urgent. It feels like, well, no, I have to get it done. I have to get it done. But here's the deal. If everything is urgent, nothing is. If everything is the priority, nothing is a priority. The definition of priorities is to have 1 or 2 things that's more important than other things. After you've had a chance to brain dump, accept that not everything's gonna get done. And that's okay. This isn't something, it isn't a race against time. It isn't a matter of being superhuman or proving yourself. It's just accepting that you're human and you only have 24 hours in a day, and unfortunately, we have to sleep for some of it. I don't know about y'all, but the fact that moms didn't get an extra 5 hours in the day is just disrespectful. And number 3, don't forget to breathe. Now look, I know this is cliche, but I'm serious. A lot of the times, the first thing that will go when we're overwhelmed is our sense of self, or us taking care of ourselves. And we have to remember to breathe through it. I mean this metaphorically, of course, like relax, take a deep breath, it's gonna be okay. But I also mean it physically, like in reality. We have to remember that we need to take a step back and breathe sometimes. The best thing that you can do in the most stressful situation is sit up straight, away from everything, relax your shoulders, take a big deep breath in through your nose, and out through your mouth. And I don't mean half-assed either. I mean actually take a good deep breath in and a good deep breath out. Something this simple forces our brains to stop for a second, and the extra hit of oxygen can actually provide more clarity. But I also mean to take care of yourself. Don't forget to drink water. Use this time to pay attention to yourself a little extra. And before you say, but Carly, I'm overwhelmed, I can't take care of myself, you need to shift your priorities. You know how we talked about how some things need to be important and number 1? Yeah, you're one of those things that needs to be a focus. Because if you are so frazzled that you're not making any progress, you're not any good for anybody. you need to take the time to take a step back, take a deep breath, and make sure that you're showering, that you are breathing, that you're brushing your teeth, that you're drinking water, that you're eating food that makes you feel good and not like crap all the time. These moments of overwhelm, while it feels like a waste of time, taking care of yourself is the best use of your time. So, as a really brief overview, 1, brain dump and plan. Once you get it out on paper and you start to set deadlines, things become a lot less scary. Number 2, prioritize. Accept that not everything is going to get done. That's okay. It doesn't make you a bad mom. It makes you human. And number 3, don't forget to breathe. Take care of yourself. Now, I understand all of this is so much easier said than done, but I promise it is 100% worth it. You are busting your ass and you're doing an incredible job. I am so proud of you, and I hope that you are proud of you too.